What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Week 9 of the NFL 2014 season. We're just past the halfway point of the season. The teams that you pretty much assumed were gonna play good, have played good. Some big surprises. Yeah, definitely some big surprises actually. I'm thinking about making a separate video for that. Week 8. This past week I went 8-7. It was game over 500. Didn't do too well. Some big key losses in that week. Some picks I was on the fence about, and some I ended up losing. But heading into week 9, the Thursday night game, I've already picked that game. I picked I picked the Carolina Panthers to beat the New Orleans Saints. That did not happen, so I'm already starting out 0-1. I'm gonna go ahead and go through each game quickly. A reason why I think the team I picked is gonna win. Sunday 1:00 game. Tampa Bay has to Cleveland to play the Browns. I'm gonna take Cleveland in this game. The Buccaneers have not looked good. The one game to me was a trap game against Pittsburgh. That one win. They have not looked good this year, so I'm gonna take Cleveland in this game. The next game, 1:00, a big game actually. The Arizona Cardinals head to Dallas to play the Cowboys. As you know, Tony Romo injured his back against the Washington Redskins. He's listed as questionable. In my personal opinion, I don't think they should play him. They may not play him, so I'm gonna go with the Cardinals in this game. Because I think Dallas should sit Tony Romo, and if he does play, it's gonna. He's risking. He's playing with a bad back, and that's something difficult. That's a difficult sports injury to play with. Any sport you can think of. Where it requires a lot of physical exertion. So I'm taking Arizona in that game. Next 1:00 game, the Philadelphia Eagles coming off a loss head to Houston to play the Texans. I got the Eagles. The Texans still don't like the offensive line, and Ryan Fitzpatrick is still not a good quarterback in my opinion. Next game, the New York Jets head to Kansas City to play Chiefs. For the Jets, Michael Vick, I believe, will be the starting quarterback. That Jets offense has not looked good. The passing defense has not looked good at all. I'm going to take the Chiefs in this game. Jets just are not a good team. The fact their coach still has a job is still weird to me. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars head to Cincinnati to play the 4-2-1 Bengals. Jacksonville's won one. They won one game, that was against Cleveland. I think it was another trap game. The Bengals just got finished winning the season series over the division rival Baltimore Ravens. The Jaguars are not a good team. I still like the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. Despite AJ Green may not play, they still got some weapons outside. Still got a good running back. Still got a solid defense. I like the Bengals. Next game, the San Diego Chargers head to Miami to play the Dolphins. And the Chargers actually, they got off to a good start. Of course, they lost week 1. They ended up beating Seattle. They lost to Denver last week, which is a division rival. I got them beating the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are not a good team. Still struggle with protecting the quarterback. Last of the 1:00 games, the Redskins head to Minnesota to play the Vikings. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I think the Redskins, what they were doing against Dallas was actually Dallas never adjusted, and they brought a whole bunch of blitzes. I think the Vikings, because they're not gonna be up for playing that game, against Dallas, who Dallas has been hot this year. They got up for that game. It was a division rival. It was a pretty big game. I think they really got up for that game. I don't think it's gonna be the same thing with the Vikings. And, as much as you say, you gotta take it each week as a different game. You're not gonna take playing against the Vikings the same as playing against the Cowboys. I'm sorry. I like the Vikings. The St. Louis Rams head to San Francisco, and this started the 4 o'clock game. The St. Louis Rams head to San Francisco to play the Niners. Niners had some injuries on defense. They had to bye to get healthy. The Rams, they always play the division rivals tough. They played the 49ers tough the first game, which the 49ers still won. They beat the Seattle Seahawks. I still like the 49ers in this game. They still have a lot of talent offensively. Colin Kaepernick has got to play better with all that talent he has back there. Probably the game of the week. Definitely my game of the week. The Denver Broncos head to New England to play the Patriots. Everyone knows it's a big game. The whole narrative is the Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Of course, when those guys play, it's always that. I think obviously they're the biggest contributors to their respective teams, but I think the defense, whoever can get more stops and whoever can run the ball better, will win this game. And it's just as simple as that. It comes down to your defense getting off the field, not allowing a bunch of points, and running the ball, keeping that other team's quarterback off the field. So, in this game, I'm gonna take Denver in this game. I think it's gonna be a close game, pretty high scoring, but I'm gonna take Denver in this game to beat them. The next 4 o'clock game, I don't even know how I'm doing this. The 0-7 Raiders head to Seattle to play the 4-3 Seahawks. Seahawks are gonna lay the smack of down on these fools. Give me the Seahawks all day. The Sunday night game, Baltimore Ravens head to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Division rival game. The Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger had an amazing game, throwing over 500 yards, 6 touchdowns. The guy played amazing. I mean, I don't think anyone for the rest of the season is gonna have a better game than that. But when these two teams play, both of them have the same record. You throw the records out. It could go either way. I'm gonna lean more towards the Steelers. The Ravens beat them the first time in Baltimore, but I'm gonna lean a little bit more to the Steelers. They've been playing amazing football. And the Monday night game, the Indianapolis Colts head to New York to play the Giants. The Giants just freshly coming off a bye, and the Colts just coming off a game in which they gave up over 500 yards passing and 6 touchdowns in the air. I think this week, the Giants, before the bye, they lost 2 straight. At this point, this is the season for them. They can't afford to get behind the Eagles and the Cowboys. Even the Redskins are creeping up on them, so they can't afford to get behind. But I think the Colts have a bounce back win. The defense is better than what it looked against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers just had the game perfectly game planned, and Ben Roethlisberger is a great quarterback. I like the Colts in this game. I think Andrew Luck really pulls through and has a great game. And their defense for the Colts will be able to force some turnovers. So give me the Colts in that one. Let me know what's your record. I'm gonna have all my records down in the description. What's your game of the week? Of course, mine's the Denver New England game, as I said before. Of course, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. One more thing. I apologize for not being on cam, but I'm having problems. I need to get a new camera, so whenever I do that, I will be back on cam probably tomorrow. As I said, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Thanks for watching.